minutes in your eyes.
Love Cher. That was a clip from Cher's latest movie called Tea with Mussolini. I have often said that Cher is one of the few people that I could interview again and again and again. Could and have. She's always fresh. She always has something new to say. She is as honest as they come. And we haven't seen her too much recently. She hasn't been doing that much, but now she's got, thankfully, a lot on her plate. She's got this new movie, which we hear very good things about. She has a new CD entitled Believe, which has gotten terrific reviews. And she has a book out. It's called The First Time. It's in stores everywhere. And it's the first time she did this and the first time she did that. Please welcome, I'm meeting her as if it's for the first time, the one and only Cher. I really am so happy to see you. It's been a long time for us.
It has.
Tell me about the new film, because you pick and choose your films. Tell us about this one. Well, sometimes they pick and choose you, and not often enough, but okay.
It's Franco Zeffirelli, for some reason, thought that I was the only person to play this part, Elsa.
Good.
And she is an ex-Ziegfeld Follies star who marries old men, teetering on the edge.
Not like Cher.
No, actually no. Rich men too. She marries old rich men, not like me. And then she takes the money and goes to Italy and buys paintings, Picasso's. And at this point, no one's really heard of Picasso. He's not a big painter. And you think that she is just this spoiled, eccentric woman. And then
sort of like Cher.
Yeah. So, no, but much worse than me. And then in the end of the movie, you do see that, you can't judge a book by the cover.
Well, heaven knows they certainly have been able to do that with you all of these years.
And it's got wonderful Maggie Smith and Joan Plowright and Judi Dench and Lily Tomlin.
When's it opening?
Well, it's going to open in the springtime.
So we have a little time.
Yeah, you do.
Okay, great. Where are you at this point in your life? I mean, so much has happened. You're without a man now, right? Okay. Your daughter has been, you and she are very close, and all of that business about her being gay is out of the way, and now you're making the movies and the albums and so. Is this a good period?
Yes.
Or is it kind of, I don't know where I'm going?
No. I mean, I never know where I'm going. It's not, I'm not one of those people who believes it's important to know where they're going. The moment I say I'm either going to do something or I'm not going to do something, it's usually I end up doing the opposite. You above all people must know from your interviewing certain people along the way and through your own experiences, some people have a real easy road.
And you?
And some people have a really bumpy road. I'm the really bumpy road kind of gal, I'm not insane, but I'm a little bit eccentric, and I also, my road in life is not a straight one. My road in life is kind of more like playing bumper cars.
Are you still bumping around?
Well, it's kind of the way I guess I do best. My feet are very planted. I'm really practical in a lot of ways, but my life has just never been simple or uncomplicated.
The new book has a lot of the firsts that are not so simple and not so complicated, and you can see I marked all of my different places. It's not exactly an autobiography, but it's a lot of the first time you
did everything.
And one of the things that interested me was the first time that you met Sonny, because it was knockout. And when we did an interview, the last time I think, you were quite bitter about Sonny. I mean, he had controlled your life, you were happy to be out of it, you were very strong about it. And when he died, all of well, you tell me, I mean, that was all forgotten, and it was only the good.
Well, it took me a really long time to get through and not just pretend to get through a lot of the things that he and I went through together. And the problem was, he met me, I was 16 years old, he was 28, he always wanted me to stay 16 years old. he was my hero, and when I first met him, I didn't know anything about anything. He had been married, he had lived in the world, and he was very, for me, I don't know if this was really who he was, but he was solid as a rock. He was like my foundation. I was this 16-year-old girl flitting around Hollywood. I was this kind of wafy girl with a smart mouth.
So you had to then spend all those years trying to find out who you were.
Right, but he didn't, the more grown up I got, the less he was happy with that. He loved me the way I was, childish and with no experience. And you can't just grow up and not get experience. And actually it was chastity, having chastity made me grow up.
Now I look at you and you are, I think, as beautiful or more beautiful than ever. And I really, by the way, I do want to say, because I'm not talking that much about the book, because there's so many other things, but it's the first, it's when Cher became just Cher, it's the first romantic experience. I mean, every page you look at has things that are fun, and it is my first out-of-body experience, whatever. Our first contract, the first time we were Cher and Sonny, etc. However, what I wanted to say before we join the ladies is you are now approaching 50, or have you approached?
Babe, I've approached it. I've passed. I'm 52.
Okay. Well, you're sure? I can't say you don't look it, because you know what? This is what 52 looks like. Does it bother you, the age stuff? Let me tell you, it's okay. It gets better. It's all right. But how do you feel about it?
Well, a lot of people got upset about my People magazine article because I think I said 50 sucked. I'm not sure, but
that'll do it.
I didn't read the article because I never do, but I mean, that's what I think I said, but which is appropriate because that's what I felt. I think that, it's like I've been rich and I've been poor. Rich is better. I've been 40. I've been 50. 40 is better.
Okay, I will make a prediction.
Okay.
And the next time we talk, because almost all of your life you've talked about only younger men really liking you, and there was never anybody who, was sort of your age or older who could kind of take care of you a little bit. 50 is a very good time for that to happen. A lot of things happen to women in their mid-50s. Well, I'm sounding like a fortune teller.
That's what my mother says, though. My mother keeps saying it, too.
And the next time we talk, there'll be somebody.
Okay.
Okay?
Right.
And if not, so what? You'll come back anyway.
Yes.
Let me just tell you, it's a wonderful album, and I'm not that great on music, but don't listen to me, this has gotten terrific reviews. The book is called The First Time. The movie we're going to see, and I got ladies out there who are dying to talk to you, 3 ladies. We're going to talk about all of the tabloid rumors that have been written about Cher. You could do a whole book about that.
Yes.
Which are truth, which are not, and we're going to ask you to judge. When we come back, what's real and what's rumor with Cher.